All right, let's do the properties of acids and bases lab. So I've got some well plates and I've got a whole bunch of household solutions to test, along with some cabbage juice, some universal indicator, and some pH paper. And what we're going to be doing is testing them, and I'll be telling you the color changes that I see, as well as you should be able to kind of see them as well, a little bit at least. Okay, so let's start with the first one, table salt. So I'm going to put a few drops into 3 of the wells of the table salt. And first I'm going to add 2 drops of cabbage juice. Cabbage juice stays the same color, so it's like this light purple. Universal indicator is green. And I'm going to take a little bit of the pH paper and I'm going to match it up. The pH looks about 7. Okay, so next we're going to test out vinegar. So for the vinegar, we're going to need a small squirt also in 3 of the wells, and the cabbage juice is turning a much different color. It's pink. It's like a hot pink color. The universal indicator turns bright red. It's pretty. And let's see, the pH paper is about, I'm going to say a 4. Okay, pH of 4. Next, rubbing alcohol. Add a small squirt. The cabbage juice is about the same, maybe a little darker purple. So I'm going to call it purple. The universal indicator is still green. And the pH paper about a pH of 7 still. Okay, Windex could be a little tricky since it's already blue. Put a squirt into 3 of those. And cabbage juice, it turns like a teal color. The universal indicator turns dark blue. It's really pretty. I'll show you what this whole well looks like in a second. And that is a pH of 14. Okay, and then let's do one more. Distilled water. Cabbage juice stays the same, that light purple color. Universal indicator is green. And, oops, my pH paper got stuck. Check my pH paper again. Small little bit. pH is 7. Okay, so I'll kind of show you what these all look like there. Okay, we're not done. We have more solutions to test. These are so pretty. All right, next let's do stomach acid. So stomach acid is the same as 2 molar hydrochloric acid. Cabbage juice turns hot pink. Universal indicator, bright red. It's like a red pink. And pH paper, pH of 1. Very pink. All right, next is baking soda. All right, baking soda plus the cabbage juice turns a blue color. Universal in baking soda turns a dark green. And it is a pH of 8, the baking soda. Okay, next, lemon juice. Lemon juice and cabbage juice turns pink. Lemon juice and universal turns red. And lemon juice with pH paper, pH of 1, I would say. Then we've got drain cleaner. This is sodium hydroxide. There's different kinds of drain cleaner. And the cabbage juice is turning green. With universal indicator, it turned purple. And the pH paper turned a dark, dark blue, 14. All right, and then we've got soap. Soapy water. Cabbage juice is turning like a teal color. Universal indicator. It's like fizzing. It's turning a dark green. And pH paper in the soapy water, it's like a pH of 9. Okay, show you these. All right, and last but not least, we've got some Mountain Dew for our soda. And the cabbage juice is turning like a peach color. The universal turns red. The pH paper is showing about a pH of 3. Then we've got milk. Stole it from my kids. Cabbage juice turns purple. Universal indicator turns yellow. Looks really cool. And it looks like it's about a pH of 6, so slightly acidic. Not really sure what's going on with the cabbage juice. It reacted kind of weird. And then last but not least, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide and cabbage juice did nothing, so it's staying that light purple color. Cabbage juice and universal, it just stayed regular green. And pH of 7 again. So there you go. There's your data for the lab.